Hey, he's gone back again. As you can see, I'm not real good at this cameraman bullshit, but anyway, yeah. I gave you a quick rundown of my life the last time. This time we're going to start again at the beginning. Um, my grandfather was a very, very bad man. Um, anyway, he got punished. The old canker bowel cancer and ended up dying a horrible, horrific death. But you know, he was knighted by the Queen. Um, when I was young, I had the General Prime Minister of New Zealand. Um, he was a very influential person, but very, very, very bad. Anyway, um, see, at 8 years old, I came over from New Zealand to Australia. We moved to Melbourne. Um, we lived in Glenroy. Straight away, I got involved with a gang, the Daly Street Boys, and started doing burglaries with them. And anyway, my parents noticed that things weren't going so well, and moved us up to Queensland. Yeah, getting up here, my schooling was a little bit behind normal. But anyway, that didn't bother me too long. I caught up. Yeah, I mentioned when I first smoked pot. That was just before my ex-brother-in-law and my sister's wedding. Um, yeah, and yeah, that bloke, he basically dragged me up because my parents were always working, so you know, learned tricks of the trade off him, and how to deal drugs and how to deal with people. I was a hard case when I was younger. In grade 5, I punched out the hardest kid in school who's in grade 7. But now I've overcome my anger issues, and yeah, now you got to really provoke me to get any sort of response. But yeah, yeah, it's about 14. My best friend died. His name was Paul McCosker. I might be 15, but that really fucks a kid up. You know, at 14, 15, just through drinking, I had a peptic ulcer, and used to go and smoke pot every night. Just to make it a bit clearer, I really hadn't lost my way. You know, I was saving money. I was working at this stage. I had an apprenticeship as a boiler maker. I decided to give that up. Became a fiberglass hand laminator, and gave that up, and then went on to become an apprentice chef, which I did 2 years of, and then the chef fucked off and left me posted. But yeah, like I say, things weren't too off the hook then. Yeah. So, you know, people reckon that marijuana is not a gateway drug. For maybe a small percentage of the people it isn't, but for most people, fucking oath it is. like, yeah, how many druggers you know that didn't start off on pot? Anyway, this is day one, starting again, all over again. I've been playing up the last few days, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, getting back to when I was young, you know, like there's no alarms or anything, and we used to break into a ball store every weekend and get pissed for a week, and yeah, so teenage alcoholic and drug addict, and yeah, like I say, my upbringing, my unfortunate upbringing, which is unfortunate for my mother, her 8 brothers and sisters, the child they adopted, so this cunt leave his own kids alone, and all my cousins, and yeah, like, he's a terrible, terrible person. But that really fucks you up, and you start to blame yourself for it, and that's probably why I was wasted and drunk so often when I was younger. Anyway, when well, anyway, um, you know, it, as much as it might sound rough, it wasn't a bad upbringing. I mean, my old man, he yeah, if you fucked up, you get punched in the head, and like, you know, it was part and parcel for it. My mum was an angel, never would have lifted a finger against me. Alright, she always flogged my sisters. I'm the youngest child of four, three sisters. So yeah, interesting growing up. I'm definitely in touch with my feminine side. Where was I? Yes, Paul died. Yeah. That hit me hard. Really, really, really hard. I dropped out of school in grade 9. For me, like, Paul and I didn't attend much school anyway. I get dropped off at school, run over a couple of blocks up to this high-rise apartment, step outside and we go, it's too good a day to go to school. And we just play up and it's late. You know, we used to do stupid things, like we had a 22 that we used to shoot streetlights out with from his veranda and shit, and like, yeah, we were a bit crazy. And all this time I was riding bikes too. I love me motocross, so I was right into that. But anyway, when he died, it all changed. You know, I had a surrogate friend to talk to, etc. But nobody was Paul. And yeah, I got through it. But like I say, there's a lot of alcohol and a lot of pot to get through it. Yeah, one of my biggest regrets is one of my friends, Dean Ryan, got murdered in Airlie Beach here in Queensland. Somebody walked up to his car and opened up with a shotgun while he was sleeping and murdered the poor bastard. Now, his parents asked me to be a pallbearer at his funeral, and I turned them down. Mostly because I couldn't handle the grief, but partly because I was too fucking wasted. I mean, these guys were great. I used to fall asleep in their back veranda every so often. They would always let me in and give me a bed. Man, good people. Well, I'm getting a bit sidetracked again. Yeah, so, yeah, I started, as a kid I was fat, man, short and fat. It was fucking horrible. I didn't get a girlfriend until I was 14. Not a serious girlfriend, anyway. At 14, 15, I started to get taller and skinnier. By the time I was 16, I was 6'1", and 85 kilos. So, yeah, things changed pretty rapidly for me. I started nightclubbing when I was 15. Like, I worked at a nightclub for over 12 months, and they thought I was 18. When I first started carding people, I got asked for my license. I showed it to the bouncer, and well, you know, I was 18 that day. He's going, you fucking little shit. Get in there, have a good night. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably dribbling a bit, but, you know, there's lessons to be learned in all of us. Yeah, so, yeah, I've never been a straighty 180. first time I got arrested was for breaking windows or punching windows out. Yeah, and then I don't know, first time I got spoken to by the police, I was 8, and we'd just come up from Melbourne, and I was across the road smashing the windows in a brand new house. But yeah, like I say, shit happens to you, you blame yourself, you become angry until you actually get the counselling and the help you need to get over it. But yeah, and then there was punching on windows at the Life Bennett Centre, and you know, used to shit, never ever had to worry for money. Not that my parents were rich, but I was just pretty onto it. Like I say, I worked when I was younger. Even before that, I worked out on my brother-in-law's farm, 1 or 2 days a weekend, and just about all the holidays picking mangoes and avocados. And as a young kid getting $20 an hour back in the early 90s, fuck, I was rich. Yeah, paid cash for my first couple of cars, and yeah, that menace of a drug, amphetamine, changed everything. You know, like I say, yeah. But anyway, I'm getting putting the cart above the horse again. You're gonna love this. One of my ex-girlfriends, Terry Ann Ferguson. No, well, she's Ferguson now, but she wasn't then. We had such a great relationship. She played up on me. So, for the first time in my young life, I was actually rough in bed. Oh, she loved it. Her friend Peter asked how we went, and I said, well, look, I don't know, I was rough as fuck, I hope it didn't hurt her. And she's gone straight to Terry Ann's father, who happened to be the fucking senior sergeant of the police station. So, consequently, Peter wanted me to go out with her and not Terry Ann, but somehow it's got back to her old man and I raped her. Fucking hell, what a shit show. This cunt used to drive around drunk with a fucking gun with his partner to shoot me every night. His partner, one of the biggest men I've ever seen, had me in a headlock punch for me. I told him he hit like a girl. And he let go of me and fucking, I did a runner. But, yeah, so I was on the Dodge as a young man. It's funny, Terry Ann's little sister, like when we go to parties and shit, she'd always get the phone call from her old man when the coppers were coming, and she'd always tell me so I could disappear before he arrived. But anyway, yeah, crazy times. Anyway, that's probably about it for the moment. But yeah, we'll call this the early years. Thank you for listening. It's good to get it out, and would love to talk to you guys again. So let me know what you think in the comments, and well, if you need to talk to me, feel free. Thank you.